All right, so get this picture, a world where your go-to programmer isn't some sleep-deprived genius in a hoodie, but an AI.
An AI that can outcode some of the best human minds.
Yeah. Sound like sci-fi.
It does.
It might be closer than we think.
Closer than we think.
That's what OpenAI is claiming with their latest creation, O1.
O1.
And we're diving into their research and announcements today, so full disclosure, expect a little fanfare.
Yeah, of course, it's their marketing.
Right. But even
This is
still,
worth looking into for sure.
the stuff they're describing,
Oh, yeah.
next level.
It's big, yeah.
So what's got everyone buzzing?
Well, it's the way O1 tackles problems.
Okay.
It's not just about, like, incremental improvements.
Yeah.
OpenAI is saying this model represents a fundamental shift,
Big claims.
a real shift in how AI actually thinks.
Okay, so unpack that a little.
OpenAI's thrown a bunch of benchmarks at O1, right? And the results are, honestly, kind of mind-blowing.
They are.
We're talking crushing it in competitive coding challenges, scoring in the top 500
Top 500?
of a U.S. Math Olympiad qualifier,
Which is
the AMARA,
not easy.
which is notoriously difficult, by the way.
Yeah, very difficult.
And even exceeding PhD-level accuracy in some of those, like, science questions.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the tip of the iceberg, though.
Okay.
To put O1's coding skills into perspective,
Okay.
imagine a bot
Yeah.
going head-to-head with, like, seasoned programmers
Right.
in a coding competition,
Oh, wow.
landing in the 89th percentile.
No way.
Yeah.
So
It's like a rookie basketball player showing up and, like, outplaying almost everyone in the NBA. That's insane. So we're not just talking about an AI that can, like, spit out code.
No.
It's actually strategizing,
Yeah,
problem solving,
absolutely.
potentially even, like, coming up with creative solutions.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the way it does that is through what OpenAI calls chain of thought.
Oh, okay. Chain of thought. All right. I'm intrigued.
So imagine this.
Yeah.
Instead of just, like, giving you the answer to a complex math problem,
Mm-hmm.
O1 breaks it down, like step by step,
Okay.
showing its work,
Interesting.
like a diligent student.
So it's essentially mimicking the way that humans reason.
Essentially, yes.
Wow.
Testing out different approaches, learning from mistakes, refining its process as it goes.
So it's like O1 is thinking out loud, but in code.
In a way, yeah.
That's wild.
It uses this kind of internal, step-by-step process to arrive at a solution.
Okay, so give me an example.
Okay, so imagine you're building a simple program to, let's say, sort list of numbers.
Got it.
A traditional AI might just try to, like, brute force its way through,
Right. Just try everything.
testing every possible combination, right?
Okay.
O1,
Yeah.
with its chain of thought approach, might start by identifying familiar sorting algorithms, testing your efficiency.
So it's like actually thinking about the best way to do it,
Exactly.
not just like throwing stuff at the wall.
It's trying to be elegant and efficient, even
Ah.
combining elements of different approaches to find the best solution.
So it's like having a superpowered intern
Yes.
who not only does the work, but shows you their thought process.
Exactly.
So you can understand how they got there.
And learn from it.
Now, that's impressive.
And it's not limited to, theoretical problems.
Okay.
O1's also making waves in the world of competitive coding.
Competitive coding.
Yeah, we're talking events like the International Olympiad in Informatics,
Okay.
where the best young coders, like from around the world, battle it out.
Wow.
And
Okay.
O1's not just participating,
Right.
it's achieving a level of performance that puts it, honestly, in the same league as some of these coding stars.
All right, hold on. I need a little background here.
Sure.
For those of us who wouldn't know a Codeforces rating from a Starbucks rating,
Okay, fair enough.
what exactly does all of this mean? What are these competitions like?
Okay, so picture this.
Yeah.
You're thrown into a room, you've got a ticking clock,
Okay, pressure's on.
and a ridiculously complex problem that needs to be solved.
Yeah.
Not with equations or essays,
Right.
but with lines of code.
Oh,
That's competitive coding in a nutshell.
got it.
These competitions aren't just about knowing a programming language, though.
What else is there?
They require creativity, logic, the ability to think under pressure,
Right.
and O1 is holding its own
Really?
against some of the best in the business.
Wow.
It even got a really impressive Codeforces rating.
So this isn't just like an AI acing a test.
Go.
It's potentially like disrupting an entire field.
Potentially, yeah.
I mean, if an AI can code at this level, what does that even mean for the future of software development or any field that relies on, complex problem solving through code?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Yeah.
The question that's got everyone talking. I bet. We're talking about the potential to automate tasks that were once thought to require like uniquely human skills, which raises all sorts of questions, about the future of work, retraining, and even the very definition
Yeah.
of what it means to be good at coding.
Right. Like, what does that even mean anymore?
Exactly.
It's like that scene in every sci-fi movie where the robots start doing our jobs.
Right.
Except this time, they're writing the code.
Yeah. Instead of serving us coffee.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay, so good news, everyone.
Yeah.
I was about to update my resume to professional podcast host, AI overlord, contingency planner.
I mean, it's good to have a backup plan.
Right. But seriously, are there any limitations here? Like, what can't O1 do?
Well, for one thing, it's still a very specialized tool. Think of it like a high-powered telescope.
Okay.
It can show us incredible details of, like, distant galaxies.
Right.
But it's not going to help us bake a cake.
Right.
Or write a novel.
Okay.
Similarly, O1, it excels at tasks with really clear parameters.
Right, yeah.
Logical structures like coding problems, math problems.
Got it.
But when it comes to things like natural language understanding,
Okay.
creativity, or emotional intelligence,
Right, the human stuff.
it's still got a ways to go.
So, not winning any poetry slams anytime soon.
Not unless there's a very specific algorithm for that.
Right.
Which, who knows, maybe there is.
Maybe.
But that's what makes all of this so interesting, right?
Right.
Instead of fearing some kind of AI takeover,
Yeah.
we should be thinking about how these tools can actually augment our own capabilities.
Okay.
Freeing us up
Right.
to focus on those, uniquely human strengths that AI can't replicate.
So it's like the old saying, work smarter, not harder, but with AI as our, like, brainy sidekick.
Exactly.
Right.
Imagine a world where, like, architects are using AI
Yeah.
to generate thousands of building designs
Okay.
based on, like, specific parameters,
Right.
freeing them up to focus on, like, the artistic vision and the human experience of those spaces.
Interesting.
Or
right.
musicians collaborating with AI to compose new melodies.
Right, like using it as a tool.
Yeah, exploring uncharted sonic territories.
That actually sounds kind of amazing.
Right.
So less robots are taking over, more robots are helping us unlock our full potential.
Exactly. It's about shifting our perspective from fear to opportunity. And remembering we're still in the early stages of this technology.
Right.
O1 is like a glimpse into the future, but it's not the finished product.
Right.
There's so much more development research and, yeah, probably a few unexpected surprises along the way.
Right. Always surprises.
Always.
Speaking of surprises, can we go back to this chain of thought concept?
Sure.
You mentioned that it's not perfect.
Right.
Especially when it comes to natural language.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Well, natural language, the way we humans communicate, it's messy.
It is, yeah.
It's nuanced.
For sure.
We use slang. We use idioms, sarcasm.
Right.
We imply things without saying them directly.
But if you do...
It's a minefield for even the most advanced AI.
So while Owen can whip up, like, a flawless algorithm,
Right.
it might struggle to understand a simple joke.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Wow.
Like, for example, if you told O1,
Yeah.
my internet's been down all day, it's been great,
Right.
it might miss the sarcasm there.
Yeah, it might.
And assume you're genuinely enjoying your little digital detox.
Right.
It doesn't quite get the nuances of human, like, frustration in that situation.
Okay, that's both hilarious and slightly terrifying.
Right.
But it highlights something I think really important here, right?
Yeah.
Even with these incredible advancements,
Yeah.
AI still has a long way to go
It does.
before it can truly understand the complexities of human language,
Absolutely.
let alone our emotions, our motivations, all the other things that make us, well, us.
Exactly.
And that's why I think it's crucial that we don't just focus on what AI can do,
Right.
but what it shouldn't do.
Yes.
Or at least what we need to be cautious about
For sure.
as we integrate this technology into our lives.
Absolutely. Crucial considerations.
And that brings us to maybe the biggest question of all.
Right.
So where do we go from here?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
We've got this incredibly powerful AI
Right.
capable of things we never thought possible.
Right.
But it's still a work in progress, right?
Right.
And with that comes a whole lot of unknowns.
A whole lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
It's like we've stumbled onto this brand new continent, right?
It really is, yeah.
Uncharted territory with like amazing potential,
Yeah.
but also like potential pitfalls.
Absolutely.
We need to proceed with a sense of both excitement but also caution.
100%.
So if we're talking about navigating this like new frontier,
Yeah.
what's our compass?
That's a good question.
What should we be paying attention to as AI like O1 continues to evolve?
Well, I think one of the most important things is to just keep asking questions.
Okay.
Don't just accept the hype
Right.
or the fear-mongering.
With all the noise.
All the noise, exactly.
Yeah.
Dig deeper. Try to understand the nuances of what AI can and cannot do.
Right.
And be really aware of the potential biases that might be baked into these systems.
It's like with any new technology, right?
Exactly.
We need to be informed and engaged citizens,
Yes.
not just passive consumers.
100%. And I think that includes,
Yeah.
being part of the conversation about how AI should be regulated,
Okay.
governed, right?
Right, because someone's going to decide these things.
Right. So who gets to decide what these systems are used for?
Right.
How do we ensure fairness,
Mm.
transparency?
Right.
These aren't just technical questions.
Right.
These are societal ones.
Yeah, it's about values.
Exactly.
It's about ethics.
It's about all of that.
Yeah. So less about, like, fearing the robot uprising.
Yes.
More about making sure we're building a future where AI benefits everyone, not just a select few.
100%. Yeah.
Right.
It's about harnessing the power of AI to solve some of the world's biggest problems.
Right.
Climate change, disease.
Right. The big ones.
The big ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, being mindful of those potential risks and making sure that these technologies are developed and deployed ethically and responsibly.
It's a tall order.
It is.
But hey, if an AI can learn to code like a champ,
Right.
I have faith that us humans can figure out how to use this technology for good.
I like that attitude.
And maybe, just maybe, in the process, we might even learn a thing or two about ourselves.
Now, that's a thought worth pondering.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll leave our listeners with this.
Okay.
One's ability to conquer these complex problems
Mhm.
is impressive.
Very.
But it also highlights the importance of those uniquely human skills that AI has yet to master,
Right.
Creativity, critical thinking, empathy.
Yeah, the things that make us human.
Exactly. Those are the qualities that will become even more valuable in a world increasingly shaped by AI.
I think that's a really good point.
So as you navigate this, brave new world, don't forget to cultivate your own human ingenuity.
Here.
Until next time, happy diving.
Absolutely.